Okay, folks. Hello. I guess this is the go home show and the season premiere of Monday Night Raw. Does this show really have me excited for Hell in a Cell this Sunday? Which I almost forgot it was this Sunday, anyways. But I can't really say it does a lot. Okay, but since this is the season premiere of Monday Night Raw, even though this show never ends, let's see what they got going. We do kick it off with Alexa Bliss basically introducing The Fiend, saying, "Let him in." The Fiend came in the ring, made his entrance. They were holding hands, but Retribution showed up then. Retribution ended up surrounding The Fiend and Bliss, which end up going black then as Mustafa Ali had looked on. And then everything, the lights went out. It was all black. They were gone then. Next thing you know, the Hurt Business came out and attacked Retribution, clearing them from the ring then. Basically starting an 8-man tag match. I almost said 6. 8-man tag match, which I guess was against, Mustafa, T-Bar Mason, Slapjack, folks, and whatnot. As this match went on, Wyatt did show up on the screen again, but it ended up with Lashley hitting the full Nelson onto T-Bar, I believe, which making him tap out. And then right after the lights went out again, the Fiend showed up. Retribution was gone, basically waiting at the apron as the Fiend basically destroyed all the Retribution guys. Mustafa Ali didn't know what to do. He almost got hit with Sister Abigail, but T-Bar broke it up. And then the Fiend ended up hitting Sister Abigail onto him, and he looked at the screen as Bliss had said, "Let me in." Okay, there's several things to say from this. Number one, Retribution is damn near basically dead at this point. Number two, basically this was an all heel versus heel fest. Who you were supposed to cheer for? Okay, the Fiend is a heel, right? Okay, we know that. 2, Retribution are heels, but they're going after the Fiend, who is a heel. Number 3, the Hurt Business are heels, but they had beef with Retribution, so does that make them faces? Basically, all 3 of them are heel. And what makes it worse is that, okay, Retribution just lost the match, which, how many matches they had? Like 1 or 2. Mustafa Ali just became the leader 2 weeks ago. We still haven't had an explanation from him yet, or promo or something, and they weren't even on TV last week. And then the Fiend just beats the living dog crap out of these guys. These guys are basically dead at this point, which almost tells you that everybody in the back has given up on this group, or unless something's going to happen. I don't know. We'll get to the promo later on in the night, which at least they have from Mustafa Ali, but this is basically death at this point. Okay, you had T-Bar or whatnot tap out, and then Fiend took him out, which Mustafa Ali was still okay, but then again, it's like this guy became the leader 2 weeks ago, and he didn't show up on the show last week, and then he's back on the show, and your whole crew just got wiped out by one dude and just lost to another group that y'all been feuding with for a minute, beating them up, but now y'all lost at a match and you get beat up by just this one guy. So yeah, this group is basically dead, okay? I think this is over at this point. I know people didn't really like Retribution anyways in general for reasons, mostly possibly because of the names. I didn't really take them seriously, but for, just a whole bunch of reasons behind it. And I don't know if this can be recovered or even salvaged at this point. I don't know, because looking what just happened right here, these guys are basically dead, okay? They're dead. Next, AJ Styles came out with Jordan Amobin. Basically, he is was the bodyguard to the Raw Underground with Shane McMahon, but I guess that's not happening anymore and whatnot. That's a shame. I kind of spoke a little bit about that on my SmackDown review. If there's a couple people to blame for one of the demises behind Raw Underground, unless they bring it back, blame Medusa, blame Lance Storm for them bitching about it and taking away the dancers and just losing the Def Jam gritty feel to it. So I would blame those two as a part of the problem to why Raw Underground ended. So yeah, fuck them, honestly. So yeah, I guess since at least they're getting this guy on TV, since Raw Underground's over for right now. AJ Styles basically bought this dude out. Some are saying the new Diesel and Shawn Michaels right now, or the guy looks like Cobra Bubbles from Lilo and Stitch. But AJ came out here saying that he's returning prodigal son. He beat Jeff Hardy and Seth Rollins last week, and now the new era belongs to him, and Matt Riddle is going to be first, which we got a match between Matt Riddle and AJ Styles. I know basically the referee had told AJ and the big guy right there saying like, listen, I just need him to leave the ring. Okay, I need you to leave the ring. All right, which he ended up doing, and the match did go on between AJ and Matt, which even the big dude Jordan there, he stepped in before Riddle could do a kick, backing him off then, and whatnot. But as the match went on, that Jordan dude stood over the guy. Riddle got back in the ring. AJ hit him with a drop kick and then hit him with a Styles Clash after that for the win. So AJ got a win right here. What can I say from this? Number one, I'm glad they got the Raw in the ground, bodyguard the Raw on the ground doing something. Does AJ need a bodyguard? I don't really think so, but I want to see where this goes, whatnot. Since he's got this, the guy's like, he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Oh man, maybe he'll spell it out with one word. No, wrong person. But yeah, the guy just, like I said, we got this giant dude, and I don't know where they're gonna go with him. But I know some people saying that Matt Riddle's push is probably over, even though this was a competitive match and probably a feud. I don't think his push is over, as some are saying right now. Some people are saying that maybe due to the whole, what was that lawsuit I think I spoke on the other day, which obviously that woman is not really getting $40 million from any of those people. I think I went on in enough detail in my SmackDown review and came to the conclusion that bitch crazy and she ain't getting shit. Like I said before, WWE will drag that case till the end of time. You ain't getting no $40 million. So yeah, she can walk the fuck on with that. But I don't think his push is over because of that. I don't know where this is going to go with AJ and Riddle, or this is a one-time thing. I just want to see what they're going to do with this bodyguard thing. But I think Riddle may be okay for now. Drew McIntyre spoke about the whole Hell in a Cell and how Orton just been in his hair for months now. But now it's going to be in an environment that Orton thrives in because he's been in more Hell in a Cell matches than him. But, he wants to hear what he has to say when he shows up. Next, Asuka versus Lana for the Raw Women's title. Asuka put the Asuka lock in, which barely even put the Asuka lock in, and won in like under a minute or two. Which is like immediately she put in, she didn't even lock it in, and Lana just immediately tapped out. And then, of course, folks, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler's music hit. Well, Nia Jax's music hit as soon as Asuka won, which they attacked Asuka from behind, but 5 times in a row, folks. 5 times in a row, Lana goes through another table. This is the running gag that never ends, and I am enjoying it. I find this hilarious. It, like I said before, is it very petty for WWE to do this 5 weeks in a row? Yeah, it's petty, and I know because of, Miro, because he told Vince and the WWE to kiss his ass and whatnot, but I guess, like I said before, though, you gonna tell me to kiss your ass on that television show? Fuck his wife up every week. Like I said, this will be a funny running gag if they do this until her contract runs out or until they release her from her contract, but I just find that hilarious. I find that very, very hilarious, okay? But that was, that just, I don't know. That 5 weeks in a row. 5 times. I gotta give Lana one thing, man. She's a 5-time going through a table champion here. Okay. Now can you dig that table? I am the table. Botchamania. Oh, but this table thing is hilarious. I'm sorry, but that table thing is just boom. She gets killed every week she's gonna be the new Kenny in South Park. Oh my God, they killed Lana, you bastard! Just like Ramblin' Rabbit on the Firefly Funhouse. She'll be the new Kenny from South Park. So that is funny. But Asuka was able to get out of there. Baszler and Nia Jax pretty much talked about it. They own the women's division and that nobody can do anything about it. Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke came out. Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce, who apparently are a team now, which I didn't. Peyton Royce just get out of a team, so why is she in a team again? Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott, which I could have swore they were just drafted SmackDown, so why are they on here? We basically got a impromptu, fatal 4-way women's match, tag team women's match, which just a lot of dives and I just know Nia Jax got the pin over Lacey Evans. I can't really say nothing about this. This was just impromptu. And my friend Kyle said this tonight. Does Asuka have even an opponent for this Sunday? For Hell in a Cell? Because I don't think she does. But who do you really got? Elias came out with a full band, by the way, to talk about his album Universal Truth, which I believe this is real now. And he actually had production and a song called Amen and Lead Me Home from the album, which he performed it, which actually wasn't even that half bad, to be honest. Now I know it was more of a country, and that's not my style, but I feel like I would listen to that if I was in like going to Outback Steakhouse or a Lone Star or a bar. That's probably where I would hear his music at, but that was not half bad of a song. So apparently this was a real album. Okay, this is a real album apparently. This was a real song. And it wasn't really performed that half bad either. Give him credit. Wasn't bad. But I just like he says, I love none of you. I'm never doing this again. Thank you. I don't love any of you. That was hilarious. But Elias got mad at one of the guitarists for playing the guitar, trying to play a solo. Ended up being Jeff Hardy who tried to swing the guitar at him. And then Elias ducked and tried to get out of Dodge then as Jeff got him. But yeah, Elias, man, performing a real song here. Miz and Morrison, we're talking about the whole Mandy Rose thing. And, Lars D.L. Sullivan, keep it on the down low. Because Lars tried to get nobody to know. But now everybody knows that Lars is on the down low. Ooh, yeah. Can't sing really well, but hey, I played a beat, but I'm not trying to get copyrights on this, okay? But you know how the song goes, down low. Look it up, all right? I did it on Friday. Don't like it, go fuck yourself. But that's besides the point, though. It's a good song, though. Pat parried it. But Tucker showed up blaming them for all the splitting that's been going on between the whole heavy machinery and, taking everybody from Otis he knows and putting them on here. But Tucker says, I'm going to face you. I'm going to find a partner tonight and get a tag match going on. Miz and Morrison, all right, we accept then. New Day came out. New Day talked about how bad things keep happening to him. Woods was out a year ago, and now he come back in this year, which has been horrible. And now we've been drafted to Raw, and there's no Big E. But next thing you know, Sheamus came out that, New Day's send-off was embarrassing on SmackDown. That's only 2/3 of you now. Can get the bro kick. Kofi and Woods basically saying, we may be on a different brand than Big E, but doesn't mean the New Day is done. We're still around here. Big E's going to hold on SmackDown like we do on Raw. And Sheamus said, you need to look into reality. But, New Day said they were spreading all the seeds of the power of positivity. And, Sheamus once said, divided you will fall. But, Kofi and Woods started making fun of him. Going to talk about your shoe. We got Kofi with these eyes on and whatnot. And ain't gonna be no 95s then. Which we got a match between Kofi and Sheamus. I know we saw Big E and Ric Flair on the screen in the back and JBL and others. Which, was actually a good match. I'm surprised it went on that long, but Kofi ended up getting the Trouble in Paradise on the Sheamus getting the win. And he showed Mark Henry back there. So a good match, I'll say. I didn't really think it would go on that long, but a good match in general. Next, Mustafa Ali was cutting a promo, talking about how Retribution, and, basically you say he was a SmackDown hacker back many months ago till they kind of stopped going with it, which I think we all knew he was the whole hacker a while, because y'all about having a cell phone and laptop and could do so much damage. And, these spineless superstars just think they can get ahead by betraying everybody. And that, the entire world will know everything about greed and corruption in this company. And that you've abandoned these people to die and whatnot. But he promised the truth will be heard. And it will shut it down. It was a good promo, don't get me wrong. I just wish this would have been done before they kept their asses kicked early in the night, mostly. So, it was a good promo, but they just got beat up too much. Titus O'Neil was trying to join the Hurt Business, and Hurt Business ended up beating his ass to the ground. That was kind of funny. We picked it. You and Hurt Business, this is our business. Then we go beat your ass. Basically, they just jumped them. Miz and Morrison came out to face Tucker, which he says he scoured the globe for this luchador El Gran Gordo, which Miz basically said, as everybody said, it's Otis in a mask, and he's still holding the lunchbox. And Morrison said that you say you scoured the world. We just asked for this match 30 minutes ago. And then Miz talked about, oh, this is wasting money bank contract. I've been here for 15 years. I faced Hall of Famers. When I won my WWE Championship in Main Event WrestleMania, I upped my game and whatnot. And, you're just the underdog and everything and whatnot. And people feel sorry for you. And that, from Otis, from Tucker and Mandy Rose, we separated you, and we will get that Money in the Bank contract. You can put a mask on a pig, but it's still a pig. Very good promo by Miz, I will say that. But this is a match, but still he's on SmackDown. Why do I even need to see this in general? I don't really know why. And then, Truth and them start running out the 24/7 title. Basically, Miz was distracted, and Gran Gorto got the win. I'll give Samoa Joe doing his best to get this over, saying El Torto or something. I'll give him that. But still, I didn't really need to see El Gran Gordo or why he's even on Raw. I thought, is this why we separated Otis and them? So we wouldn't have to really see much of this feud, but they're just trying to continue it onto Raw? I don't know why. And then, they celebrated with the New Day in the back, and Mandy Rose brought some ham, and New Day was singing, da-da-da, da-da, da-da-da. You know the song. Go look it up. You'll know what they're singing. Next, the Firefly Funhouse happened as, he started pulling stuff out of the box and how he's on SmackDown. He's got new friends on Raw, and, Abby the Witch said she couldn't sleep and everything as, they talked about Raw and whatnot, as Rabbit said he wants to be a better husband and father, and Wyatt said, I didn't know you had a wife, and he said, you never asked, dude, which they showed the Rabbit getting killed several times, and he says, I'm going to be a better friend, and then Alexa Bliss showed up and says, we're just getting started, and wave goodbye. Next, Braun Strowman, who got the shit kicked out of him on Friday, is in a match with Keith Lee for some reason. I guess after happened last week. I don't even know why this was a match. And then it ended up with Braun Strowman winning because he low-blowed Keith Lee, leaving him on the ground after hitting a big boot. So why? This should have been easy pickings for Keith Lee because, number one, he should have just beat him in a minute after Roman kicked the living dog crap out of him on Friday. And then, I know this was a dirty win and whatnot, but still, you had Strowman pin him. That doesn't make any sense. And at least Keith Lee was able to get back up and kick them in the balls and say, like, you think you a monster? Trying to, use shortcuts and whatnot. Well, I am the dragon. So, obviously, this feud is not over, and I'm sure we'll get a match this Sunday at Hell in a Cell. So, get ready for that. But I don't really see the reason why they had Strowman go over him after he just got nearly murdered by Roman Reigns on Friday. That didn't make no sense. At least Keith Lee just got his heat back already, but he just needs to beat Strowman decisively and move on just to knock him out the way, okay? It's Strowman of all people. Randy Orton came out, which the Hell in a Cell structure was coming down. Orton got in a chair, talked about he knows better which, you can leave a part of yourself for being Hell in a Cell, and this is 8th time in there. And he talked about he's been in the ring with people from Mark Henry to Sheamus, John Cena 2 times, Daniel Bryan, Jeff Hardy, winning the WWE title, and even looking the Undertaker in the eye and earning the respect of the dead man. But he went on to say that all these men are either Hall of Famers or will be one day. And there's one word that's synonymous with them, and it's legend. But that word gets thrown around very loosely, he says, and whatnot, when it comes to being a legend. See, there's legends and legendary moments. That was a legendary moment when Drew McIntyre beat Brock Lesnar for the title. Until Drew came out, and the door was locked. Orton says, come on, you want it? Come on. Drew ended up getting some bolt cutters, cutting the lock off, and Orton ended up having a chair in the ring as, basically, McIntyre stood on the outside, says, your ass belongs to me, Randy. And that was the end of the show. Basically, the only thing I really care about is the WWE title match this Sunday on this show, okay? Even the little segment at the end was at least somewhat better than the rest of the show. Other than that, what can I really say? It really wasn't a good show with Raw, okay? You can call it the season premiere and a go-home show, but it still wasn't really that good unless it draws some type of ratings, I guess. What can I really say? What? Retribution is basically dead. They were killed. Lana going through a table is still very funny, especially going 5 times in a row. Don't really care about the women's tag match or whatever happened going on there. That Braun Strowman Keith Lee thing was a bunch of crap. What else? What else can I say about this show? Yeah, most of it was bad. Okay, most of it was very bad. This wasn't a good show, especially for a go home show, which we have pay per view this Sunday. I am intrigued by the AJ Styles and bodyguard thing with the Jordan dude, the 7 foot guy. So I am interested in that. I don't know why they keep putting people from SmackDown to Raw. I don't need to see Otis on Raw, or just keep them very separate in general, since we're still doing this case over the Money in the Bank lawsuit thing. I don't need to see that anymore. Okay, I just really don't. All right. Um, yeah, it's not much I can really say from this. So, like I said, I didn't even know Hell in a Cell was this Sunday. So, I guess we'll see you there for that. But, yeah, this was not a good show. But this is a season premiere, folks. This is the season premiere. I will say I enjoyed the Elias songs, though. I enjoyed it. I somewhat genuinely enjoyed it in a way. Just because it actually wasn't bad. All right? But, yeah, that's what I can really say about Monday Night Raw. And we'll have a review of Hell in a Cell this Sunday. But, yeah, other than this very bad show tonight, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think about Monday Night Raw. Did you even think this show was good or even worth the watch in general? Please tell me, because this was not really a good show, okay? But other than that, though, I will be back tomorrow night for the other go-home show for Impact Wrestling. Bound for Glory is this Saturday, so we will have a go-home show for that, so watch out. And also, check out any other review that is uploaded online right now. Check out my review of the finals of the G1 from this weekend that is uploaded online. Kota Ibushi versus Sonata and whatnot. Check that video out, or any other reviews that are online right now. So yeah, other than that, like I said before, we'll check you back tomorrow night for the go home show for Impact, with Bound for Glory being this Saturday. Hopefully that's a better pay-per-view than Hell in a Cell this Sunday, but we'll guess we'll have to find out and see. Okay, other than that, that's my review. I'm out of here. I will see you guys later. Peace out. And, yeah, done with this review tonight. So, I'm out of here. And I bought a new hat. Yeah, bought a new hat. Alright, I'm done playing around now. I like this hat, though. See you then.